that is going on for Perilous Tales at the Salford Arts Theatre is Extant, 1918, by the writer Jeff Heaton.
That's correct.
Can you tell us a little bit more about the piece?
Basically, it was inspired by a book that I read, which was Forgotten Tales of the First World War. And basically, that was taped by the National War Museum in the 80s of the survivors of the trenches and their stories. And so I wanted to do something that encapsulated their stories in a play. I also found out that my great-grandfather died in the First World War, which I only found out this last year, and that was another thing that I wanted to do as a tribute to him, to write a play about the First World War.
I play Captain Duff, so I come on towards the end of the play, and essentially I'm described as action man. So I'm a typical British stiff upper lip, wants to get out there and give Jerry a bloody nose. Very kind of confident, a lot of bravissimo, would you call it, whatever? Bravado.
It's about the class system primarily, because Private John Carter is, in real life, is a third footman. And he is employed on the estate of David Worsley, who is the son of a Lord Worsley. And so really it's about the class system and duty in the First World War, and the call to duty and how it affected both the upper classes and the lower classes, and the conflict between the two. There's quite a bit of conflict in the play, because they both have secrets that they think the other one doesn't know.
And over the course of the play, this is all...
It all resolves towards the end, yeah? It all resolves towards the end.
We won't give away...
We won't give away the end. And we won't tell you about the very surprising first scene to the play, which took one...
it has been mentioned by a critic who saw it at the 33rd One Act Festival earlier this year. I've had a read about it. It's a very intriguing critique.
It is. He actually gave us some good pointers as well regarding the end of the play. And with that in mind, I'm a great believer in feedback, and we have changed the end of the play to make it more accessible and to make it a little bit more punchy at the end.
Why particularly Great Manchester Fringe?
The idea behind it was, I just completed a master's degree in script writing at UCLan, along with the two other writers who I met on the same course. We both completed the master's degrees. And what we wanted to do was to showcase our writing ability and also to showcase Northwest talent. And so we purposely looked for actors like Ed, who is based, does a lot of work in Manchester, and the other guys, all Manchester based. James, the cook who in the nest, he's from Sheffield, but he has done a lot of work in Manchester, and he trained at Manchester Salford University. It's set if you recollect, Blackadder goes forth. Most of the action is set in Blackadder's officers' dugout. It is basically completely set in the officers' dugout. The actors do leave the stage for a short period, for a little bit of dramatic effect, but we hear them from off stage. But yeah, it's self-contained within that officers' dugout.
There's quite a lot of sound effects that we use as well, and I think that adds to giving you the sense of where they are and being underground and hearing the bombs overhead. So you kind of get the sense of being in the jet, you can't see much of it. It's been quite hard actually. I mean, Cliff got us all a book of first-hand accounts during the war, and reading through it, it's such harrowing stuff, and it kind of really brings into perspective what these people went through only 100 years ago, and how much we've forgotten it already. I didn't know anything about that brilliantly, and yeah, so kind of wearing the costume of someone who's actually been there, saying the lines of people who've actually lived through that. It really brings it home, actually.
Testimony from the people who actually were on the front line. Some of it's very harrowing, isn't it? And what I wanted to try to do in the first scene, we have Ed does a very long soliloquy, and it's a ranting soliloquy. And what I tried to do with that soliloquy is to encapsulate everything that I'd read in the books about the First World War, and to encapsulate the horrors of war and the futility of war in one soliloquy that Ed delivers brilliantly. I'm very historically based in my writing. I like to find a story that hasn't been told from history. And history, as you know, teaches us lots of lessons, whether we take heed of history or not. But history will always teach us lessons. It's up to us to take heed of those lessons. Thank you very much. If I could just mention the other plays in the series, in the show. We've got Perilous Tales. It is 3 shows, basically. We've got Extant 1918. We've got Chess for Princes, Not for Kings. And we've got Captain. And they all live up to the show title, Perilous Tales. You know, it does what it says on the tin.